Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen and I absolutely love everything and all things that smell good, make you feel good. Today we're talking Lattafa. We're talking about Lattafa, the cheapies, right? The fragrances that, the fragrance house that dupes so well. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes they put their own spin on these fragrances, add a little something extra to it, and it's like you just can't even deny it. No joke. Then they have some fragrances of their own that are pretty good, very long lasting, beautiful projections. I've hardly ever had a fragrance where I'm like, oh yeah, 3 hours. No, 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 no. It's very rare. Most of the fragrances I purchased from Lattafa are those, I would say, 6 hour and more fragrances. Depends on how you spray. But for me, some of these fragrances are like 10, 12 hours. I can wake up the next day and I still smell myself. A lot of these fragrances for me, I feel like Lattafa actually sources their oils. I don't know, they're just stronger oils. And I feel like they actually penetrate like fabric. So you have to be careful when you're spraying some of the Lattafa fragrances because you can just wait a month or two and go throw on that same sweater and that scent sits there. So, you know, it is what it is. It's Lattafa. I get the question a lot. What are my favorite Lattafa fragrances? So I have quite a bit. Some are masculine, straight up men fragrances, like manly. Some are unisex, straight down the middle. And then some are feminine leaning and some are just straight feminine fragrances. So I love them all. I'm not very picky when it comes to genres of fragrances, whether it's masculine or feminine. It's whatever mood I'm in, whatever smells good to me. Because I told you a lot of masculine fragrances I like to spray like on sheets and curtains and just in my home because I love that scent. But it depends on the time of year too. So let's just go ahead and get into these fragrances. Let's talk about them. Let's chat about them. Let me know down below what are your top 2 fragrances when you think of the House of Lattafa, whether it's a dupe and they're duping something, or whether it's their own fragrance or their own take on something. Let me know down below. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. These are in no particular order. I'm just gonna talk about them. So Ansaam Gold, I'm gonna start with this one because we just hauled this not too long ago and we've talked about this in depth over and over. This is a beautiful fragrance. It has that beautiful orange, zesty note at the top with that mouth-watering pear. It also has a beautiful floral, some musk, some woods. This is a good fragrance. Very sweet, beautiful fragrance. I believe they say it's dupe and Meliora from Parfums de Marly. It definitely has hints of Love Don't Be Shy for me. That stickiness, that sweetness that I get of marshmallow from Love Don't Be Shy. It has that for me. And here, this is a beautiful scent. You can't deny this fragrance. This is good, but you have to like fruity, floral, sweet fragrances in order to like this. It does have a hint of freshness in it, but for the most part, it's definitely sweet. A beautiful floral, like jasmine and rose fragrance with that vanilla. This is so good. So definitely check this out if you haven't. I will link all these down below. I was trying to find the least expensive ones. I think I got mine from here at the Trendsetters. Is that what it's called? Or Triple Traders. No, Trendsetters. Got this from Trendsetters. But you can get these from Amazon. You can get this from Joma Shop, I'm sure by now. But anyway, this is Ansaam Gold, and this is from, of course, Lattafa. Next up is Nebras, and this is a beautiful fragrance. I think this is another feminine fragrance that most women would enjoy from Lattafa. Very crowd pleasing. It's just a sweet gourmand fragrance. For me, I have said this before, it is that vanilla wafer cookie with a dusting of like powdered chocolate on top. This is really good and with a hint of zest, like the zest of lemon. This is so good. I love this fragrance. This is like cozy, Netflix and chill, nighttime, you know, date night. It's not very cloying or anything. Your date would enjoy this. It's one of those snuggle up close in your neck type of fragrances. Definitely a fall fragrance. And if you like gourmands, you would definitely love this fragrance. And this is Nebras. This is good. Both of these are very feminine. That one's definitely more sweeter than this one, but they're both sweet, feminine, very good fragrances. I would say that's date night, right? That's date night. This right here is more close encounter, more closer to skin type of fragrance. This is really good though. So if you're dating someone who can't take that, go get this. Ameer Al Oud. All right, so Lattafa has this listed as a unisex fragrance, well, you know, for men and women. But for me, I see it as a unisex fragrance. For the average female who enjoys feminine fragrance, your girl next door would look at this and be like, what is this? Why did they think women would wear this? This is very oody. So this fragrance actually, a lot of people have said in the past, reminds them of the Maison replica fragrance by the fireplace. For me, it's similar to it, but this is so much better for me. This is more long lasting, projects. It is that winter fragrance that cuts through the cold. Definitely lasts long. For me, the Maison replica line is, they have a lot of beautiful fragrances that I enjoy. You know, I've had quite a bit of them. They just don't last on me past the 3-4 hours. But this is a beautiful, dense, oody fragrance. If you've ever experienced that dark, thick, sweet oud, this is it with vanilla. This is just oud, vanilla, and some other woods. Like, this is just very sweet, but it's oody. So it doesn't smell burnt to me, like by the fireplace. It doesn't have that burnt smell that I get from there. But there is something in here that smells like a wood. Almost like old wood. I really can't describe it, like old wood, like an old wood house, like old wood with oud, vanilla, and sugar. This is, yeah, I like it. I would definitely wear this in the winter, but I would wear this. Do I see other feminine women wearing this? No, 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 no. So I'm gonna say this is not a unisex fragrance, in my opinion. This is leaning more masculine. I see more men would enjoy this fragrance who enjoys the sweeter ouds, who doesn't like dry ouds. This is not dry to me. This definitely has that wet, I got it on my nose, the wet wood, the wet oud wood smell. This is good. I love it, but it is so freaking cheap. All right, so another feminine fragrance that I think most women would enjoy from the House of Lattafa is Sublime. This is a beautiful fragrance from the Body Oud line, and this is your lychee and apple and plum, all this goodness at the top, mouth-watering juiciness with vanilla. For me, it does have hints of patchouli, but it's not like that dirty, grassy, earthy patchouli. It just has a little something in it that gives it like an edge to it. So it's not so sharp and fruity for so long. Now that is some of the notes that's in this fragrance, but for me, it's more like berries and cream or something like that. For some reason, it leans creamy and berry to me. I really love this fragrance. It's a really good fragrance. I think that for the price, it's definitely worth it. This is one of the fragrances from the House of Lattafa that actually does not last like the 6-8 hours. I can spray this on me and I get about 4.5, maybe 5 hours. I would say I'm pushing it at 5, right? It becomes really close to skin about the 4th hour mark. However, I actually wear this with another fragrance. So lately, when I spray this, I've sprayed this with another fragrance. I've only worn it twice, to be honest, but as a combination. But from now on, there's another fragrance I'll be wearing with this, and I'll show it to you in a minute. But this is a very feminine fragrance, definitely not unisex. It's definitely a sweet, mouth-watering, juicy. I think that most women who are feminine, more softer women would enjoy this. Yeah, I think so. This is just like a berry blast or something with cream to me. This is really good. So this is Sublime. You can find this off of Amazon as well as, I believe, Joma Shop and Fragrance Buy. But like I said, I'll link it down below. The best price that I can find. All right, so next up is Yara. So I like Yara. I really enjoy Yara. I know there's a couple people who don't like Yara, but I think it's the heliotrope that probably throws people off, which I know I love heliotrope. Oh my goodness, between that and almond, you can't tell me nothing. But this has that heliotrope note in it, laced with, let's just say, like a cheesecake that has that berries on top, that berry syrup with vanilla and musk. This is so good. I love this fragrance, but listen to me. If you have this and you have Sublime, layer these two together and thank me later. This is a fragrance that I layered on accident. I wore this on one arm and wore this on the other arm, and I kept smelling them. I wanted to see which one I wanted to wear for the next day. It was bedtime. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just spray both of them all over me. They both smell really good. I'm just going to bed. I woke up like, oh my God, this is gonna be my scent of the day. This is so good. I can still smell this on me when I woke up. The one thing I can say is that when I wear these two together, it feels like both of these fragrances last longer on my skin instead of wearing them separately. So yeah, this is a beautiful fragrance. I think most women would enjoy that berry note. Now that heliotrope is a little something in there that it just makes it kind of like purple or kind of like sharp. It kind of makes it a little bit sharp, but it's good. It's good. I mean, I don't know what to say. I like it. So yeah, but these two together, bomb. I'm so obsessed with this. I am so obsessed with this fragrance. When this fragrance first came out, I bought this fragrance and it's Oud For Glory from Lattafa, right? I got it and I sprayed it. And at the time I was dating this guy and he was like, that smells like a Middle Eastern man. And I was like, well, you're going to have to just like it. I don't know what to tell you, but I love this fragrance. So I wouldn't wear it around him. But y'all, this is so good. But when I would wear it like around other people, like a lot of my girlfriends, they all were like, what is that smell on you? I like that scent. I don't know why he didn't like it, but everybody else, I got compliments. I must have told everybody to go get this fragrance. It was really cheap at the time, like under 30 bucks or whatever. A beautiful scent. It is said to be duping Oud For Greatness from Initio. I don't know, because I'm not paying $400 for a perfume. Not when I have this many. But this is a beautiful scent. I think most men would enjoy this because of that oud and that saffron and patchouli that's in here. But women, listen. If you like saffron and you like lavender and you know, you good on the oud, friend, you're gonna like this. Smooth suede, but it's oud and it's smooth and soft. It's not dense and sticky, it's like soft, and it has lavender with hints of nutmeg and that spicy, beautiful, sweet saffron. Everybody should have this. I mean, if you like Middle Eastern fragrances, then you should already have this. I mean, you should, right? All right, so this is Qaa'ed. Qaa'ed, I just forgot that fast. So when I went to the Middle Eastern store here in Houston, the guy pronounced it for me, and I want to say he said Qaa'ed, like that. I'm trying, y'all. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. But anyway, this is a beautiful masculine scent. Straight up masculine fragrance. I went ahead and pulled the notes up because I do not remember. All I know is it has saffron and cardamom in here. So this fragrance right here is strong. It's beastly. This is the most sexiest Middle Eastern fragrance. Y'all, I love this. This is this is good. This is definitely a masculine scent. So here it says it has cinnamon, cardamom, and bergamot. Very spicy at the top. Very like aromatic for sure. It has saffron, sandalwood, cedar. It also has oud, and it has amber, vanilla, and leather. This is a leather bomb. This is leather with a bunch of spices, saffron, and oud. This is so good. This smells like girl, this smells like a sexy man. Like, that likes oud and leather. Just oud and leather by itself is so masculine, so strong, and very just Oh, y'all, I love this. My son hates this, but I love this fragrance. But y'all, I spray this on my sheets sometime, on my drapes, and it would smell for days. My room would smell like this for days. I love this for like winter time when it's cold. It just smells really cozy and warm. Like, this is a sexy night out scent when a guy wants to spray himself and smell good all night, through the sweat, through the shots, through everything for him. This is good. This is girl, this is sexy man. This is a long bearded man, okay? If you know, then you know. If you're a guy and you're into these Middle Eastern fragrances and you enjoy the ouds and the sweetness of ouds with saffron, maybe some caramel and a few other like fruity and floral notes, you may enjoy Opulent. What is this? Opulent Oud. Because this doesn't have that leather note, so it's not as strong as the Qaa'ed. But this right here is still a beast. It is loud. The oud is in there for him. It's laced with that saffron, but it also has these fruits and caramel. It's almost like sticky fruits laced with caramel and oud and saffron. This is so good. This is said to be a unisex fragrance too. I just think it leans masculine. I think it leans masculine. They're similar. It just doesn't have the oud, but it has that added caramel for me that just makes me feel like this a woman could wear before that one for sure. This is good. I'm gonna spray this and it's gonna sit right here, okay? Yeah, this is good. But this is more oudy, very oudy, like, It's so oudy and so spicy with that saffron and that spice at the top. but it's almost like oud and a flat Dr. Pepper. Like, you know how that Dr. Pepper is sweet and sharp? It's almost like that to me. But this is good. I enjoy it. I really like it. I've worn it a couple of times. I will probably wear it this winter for sure, because if I want to smell good and it lasts 10, 12 hours, I know what to spray. Okay? This is everything. Everything. This is Opulent Red. This is one of my favorite fragrances. We already know, hands down, when it comes to Middle Eastern fragrances, this is definitely top 10. This can get it. This is very affordable. This is a cheapie. This is 10, 12 hours frame. This is something that smells like nothing I've ever smelled. This is heliotrope, I believe. This is cognac. This is saffron. There's some sweetness in here. There's some jasmine. There's some tuberose. This is everything. This is all the notes that makes absolutely no sense when combined. But this is so good. This is so addicting. This is so addicting. This is one of the most addicting fragrances. It definitely has oud in here too. And the best way I can describe this fragrance, and it's only in my nose and how I feel. Other people probably won't even see this like this. But it almost reminds me of a hint of childhood, because we used to go to Wilson's Leather all the time, me and my dad, right? Wilson's Leather, you walk in and you smell that leather smell. It's strong, it's sharp, brand new. Everything makes your mouth water. And every handbag, every tote bag has suede on the inside. So imagine that suede and that leather scent with saffron and a bunch of cabbage head dolls. Like, that's what this smells like. It smells like plastic doll laced with suede leather. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. But when I wear it, I spray it and I crave it. Like, I can smell it every once in a while when I move. And I have never worn this and not got a compliment. Never. And when I describe this to people and I say, go get this, people get it, spray, and be like, oh my God, what is this? Put it on your skin. And then I get a response, you were right. This is so different, but it's very addictive. It makes you just want to keep sniffing it. So I love Opulent Red. I think for me it's unisex. It's sweet, but it's sharp, because I think it has like spices like cardamom and I don't know, maybe like a nutmeg in here, but it's down the middle. I think men and women both would enjoy this fragrance. And y'all, like I told y'all, this bottle is like almost empty. I'm sure it's less than halfway, but you can get these on the low for under 30 bucks. So I'll definitely have another bottle before the end of the year. But this is Opulent Red, and this is one of my favorite fragrances from Lattafa, hands down. I love this fragrance. When I first got this fragrance, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I smell like liquor, like cognac and something dense and sweet, like cognac and dates. And then I let it sit for a while. You see, my juice is even darker now. I love it now. I can't wait to wear this fragrance come fall, or just when the temperatures go down. If the temps go down 15 degrees, I'm about to OD on this fragrance. This is Khamrah. All we're gonna say is it's a beautiful fragrance on its own. This is that stickiness of dates and praline mixed with like a cognac with like vanilla and oud. This is so good. This is so good, so sexy. This is so good. Oh my God, I have fragrance on. This is so good. If you enjoy a good sidecar, you are a dark liquor drinker, okay? Female, you would probably enjoy this. And add it with that sweetness of dates and praline. Come on now. If you're a gentleman and you like gourmands, but you also enjoy ouds, you will like this. Sir, go get this. Girl, sir, ma'am, whatever. Okay. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. This is one of my favorite wines. This is so good to me. So this is Comrade, and this is it. That's it. So when it came to pulling these fragrances out the cabinet, my thoughts were, would I buy you again? Would I buy you again? Do I think you're worth the money? And do you give me the longevity that I look for? Do you give me that CS projection that I crave? Do you make me feel good when I spray you? And could I see it on someone else close encounter with me? Like, it's one of those kind of things. I didn't mention any of the Maison Alhambras that's on the Lattafa, and there's quite a bit of other Lattafas I have that I did not mention, because these are the ones that stood out to me. I really like these. Whether it's masculine, feminine, or straight up unisex, Lattafa is a house that I thoroughly enjoy. And plus, I feel like I get to experience more fragrances, more different types of fragrances, right? Whether it's, you know, the saffrons, the ouds, the myrrh, or the sandalwoods, or the fragrances. Like, I feel like I get to experience like different fragrances, fruity, florals in one house because they're so affordable. They're just easily accessible, you know, for me to get. So yeah, that's it for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And once again, what is your favorite top 2 fragrances from Lattafa? Let's talk about it. And I'll see you on the next video. If you're new to the channel, once again, welcome to the channel. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm just saying, friend, why y'all not subscribed? Like, I don't understand. Like, all these people be watching, but you're not even subscribed. What's going on? Like, I mean, I don't know. Did you just run up on me a couple times in a row? If you did, hit subscribe. I'm here at least 2-3 days a week. I'm just saying, we just talking about fragrances. Sometimes candles. Sometimes we just talk about body stuff and everything that smells good and feel good to me. Make sure if you do subscribe that you click that down arrow button and click all, so you'll be notified each and every time I do an upload, or if I put anything in the community tab with any deals that's going on. Okay, because your girl be hunting for deals, and the holiday seasons are coming up, and I'm going to be loading you all with deals. I'll see you on the next video. Peace and blessings.